Hello Deepali, is I audible? Ajay, is I audible? Yeah, yeah, okay, thank you. Shall I start the webinar? Uh, If everyone are ready, just type the message like yes, then I will go ahead with and I will go ahead and I will start the webinar. Okay, okay, thank you Ajay. Welcome back to the webinar series of Microsoft. Today, my name is Prasanna Pattankar. Today, I'm going to give a webinar on the topic called Windows App Development Tools and Concepts. So, what is the Windows App Development tool? Which all the Windows App Development tools which we are using for making an app or making a desktop apps. So, we'll see all those things today within the today's webinar, how we will be using the tools and what will be the useful of that tools, and how we will make the apps by using a Windows tools. As Microsoft, the name Microsoft indicates, we will be using a Windows tools. So we'll see all those things one by one. So main agenda of today's topic is like working with App Studio, working with Visual Studio, and understanding the C# basics and XAML, that is the extension markup language, and understanding the universal apps, which are the universal apps which we are using, and how to do the universal apps, and creating a DreamSpark account. DreamSpark, earlier you used to tell that it is a DreamSpark account, but it has been renamed in September 2016 as a Microsoft Imagine account. So we'll see Microsoft Imagine account and DreamSpark account also within the today's webinar. So what is the Windows App Studio and why we have to use a Windows App Studio? It is a app. To create a Windows app with no coding. There is no need of using a codes and all within this App Studio. So those who are students like 4th standard, 5th standard, they can do their own app and they can host. That is a free of cost. As the students will be having a free account, they can host it, host the apps. So they can create without code and they can host their apps. That's the App Studio. So within this we have a 4 easy steps how to create an app. Like we should be having some ideas, and we can add the contents, and we can choose the style, whichever the style we want. There will be options within that styles. We can choose the styles and we can make our app and how to use it. So we will see all those things within the App Studio. What types of app you can create with the App Studio? Apps. So which all the types of apps we can create by using App Studio, we'll see. App Studio is the best suited for information and promotion type, such as we can create a fan apps. I'm a fan of Sachin Tendulkar. I want to create a app of one Sachin Tendulkar. How to do this? We can create by using App Studio. I will show one sample example how to make an app also. And we can not only the fan apps, we can create a guides apps also. I think that after giving a vacation we'll be going some tour places, so regarding that information, if you want to add, you can add it by using a App Studio. We can make a guide apps, collections apps like related to kitchen apps like recipes, personal training records, videos, photos. These kind of apps also we can create by using a App Studio. Storefront, like a product information thing that I want to buy on laptop, so I want to give information related to the laptop. So such kind of things also we can do. That is a forefront, storefront. Not only the laptops, we can give you products like mobile phones, bikes, vehicles, such kind of information also we can give by using a by making a app. But then we can use a tool called App Studio, and you can even do the use the content from the internet by linking to it. Even we can give the link to like a YouTube link also we can give, Facebook link we can give, Twitter link we can give to our app. That will give the related information regarding the person. Like think that I want to create a Sachin Tendulkar app, I will give a information related to the Sachin Tendulkar by giving a link, by giving a YouTube link, Facebook link, otherwise Flickr link. Such kind of links also we can give to our app. Use your own content embedded in the app. We can create our own content also, and you can even embed it in the app also. Consider privacy and ownership. What contentions you can use. So we'll see how to do a Windows app, that is a App Studio apps. Creating an app with App Studio. There is a flowchart we have shown here. We can make our app by simple steps. First thing is we need to sign into the App Studio. Then we need to choose the templates. After choosing the template, we need to add some contents related to the app, and we can select the themes also. There will be different kinds of themes will be there. We need to select the themes, and we need to select the titles also. Which kind of title you want to give a what the name of the app, like as I said, like I want to create a some Sachin Tendulkar app, so I will mention like Sachin Tendulkar's apps. And after creating that, not only the creating, we can even host it, we can publish the app, so we can publish it, and we can generate the app also. So we can generate, so we'll see how to make a app. After entering the username, then we need to give a password of my Outlook account. After giving the password, the home page will open. So this is how when you enter into the App Studio, this is how it looks like for the first time. While doing the projects like while creating apps, there will be two options like operating systems, Windows 10 and Windows operating system, that is Windows 8.1. Whichever the systems you are using or whichever the apps you want to create, like if you want to create it on 8.1, you can use a 8.1. As my laptop is a Windows 10, if you want to use for Windows 10, then we can use. So just click on a Windows 10. Then select a list templates. There will be different kinds of templates will be available, like a empty app Windows 10, my app Windows 10, my event app, that is a event app, and product catalogs will be there, and favorite band will be there. We can select. So as I'm selecting a new one, so I will select a empty app, that is for Windows 10. Just we need to click on the empty app. So after that, you need to give the name for the app. So as I said, I will give some such a otherwise some entertainment app, whichever the things if you want you can create it. Just I will mention like an entertainment, or some otherwise some personal information if you want to create related to that, like employee information app, like that we can create. Just click on start. See, this is the name looks like employee information. Within that we have a contains themes which we can select. We the again tiles will be there and settings will be there. Once we have done with the everything, we need to click on save and we need to finish. Once we have finished, we can generate the app. So we for that we can add the sections also. Like we can add the logo also, and we have a collections gallery, we have custom art, we can even customize it. If you want to write a code, if you are already good with the coding, then we can add a HTML coding also. And RSS, WordPress, there will be different things will be there. Flickr is there, Bing, YouTube links. If you want to add think that I want to create a some Sachin Tendulkar app, in YouTube there will be a lot of videos related to Sachin Tendulkar. If you want to give a link to that app whatever you have created, just you have to click on the YouTube, then we have to give a link to the app, then all the related information regarding the Sachin Tendulkar will come onto our app. So that will give, and even the Twitter information, same thing. The Twitter account related to Sachin Tendulkar who is tweeting, all the information will comes under our app. It will be showing here all the things whatever we have done, and even the Facebook account link. There will be APIs will be creating here. So whatever the Facebook related information related to Sachin Tendulkar will comes and again within this app. Even menu things whatever we will be doing, it will comes under here. Just I will add some menus. Just I will mention as a menu one. Okay. Okay, within the menu I want to give us some URL, like what will be the mail ID of a employee, and what will be the URL of that employee, what are the phone number of the employee, such kind of things I want to give. So like URL I will add some URL we need to give. Just I will mention like a Google, like App Studio. Okay, after that I will mention some email. So it will ask for the email, so we need to give the email. Just I will write my email ID. So after writing email ID we need to confirm. Then I will click on a call phone. Some phone numbers we need to give. Yeah, after that if you want to view it, preview options will be there. There will be different kinds of phones will be available. See, within this whatever I have added, it is showing already here. Like I have given mail information, website information and phone information. It has been displaying here. If you want to see in other formats, other kind of mobile formats, we can see, we can see even a landscape also, prototype also, otherwise desktop format also. See here all kind of formats also we can see. After doing that we need to save it. we need to finish it. So it has been done. If you want to give a logo also, we can click on the this information, and we need to add the logo also, and we need to generate the app. If you want to give any comments, you can give a comment and generate it. So checking a progress, and it will be generate. So after that you can download the source code, and even you can publish also. This is how to make a app studio. We can make a apps by using a tool called App Studio. This is simple, very simple. Within that we can even give a YouTube link. As I said, you can give a YouTube links, you can give a Facebook links, Flickr, and even Twitter links. We can give all those links also. So we'll come to our slides. So this is how we can make a simple app without the using of codes. Okay. So we have a one more tool called Visual Studio. So we will see what is this Visual Studio and why should we have to use this Visual Studio. Visual Studio is a platform that allows the development and deployment of a desktop, web and mobile applications. We can create even desktop applications and mobile applications by using a Visual Studio, and it allows the user choice of many .NET languages. It will allows to choose the .NET languages. Many program in one of them may create different parts of application in different languages. We can use the languages like Visual Basic, C#, C++, and other different languages also we can use it. We'll see one by one how to use this Visual Studio. So when you install the Visual Studio, there will be different versions of Visual Studio. It will be available. I will show you how to download the Visual Studios also, like within the DreamSpark account, that is a Microsoft image inside. Within that we can download. If you are already a student, then you can download by using your student ID cards, that I will show you. So when you download it and you open the Visual Studio, like you will be having a versions like 2013, 2016, 2010, this kind of Visual Studio are there. When you open the Visual Studio, when they open the Visual Studio, we need to create a new project. So we have to click on new project. So we need to give the name of the project, then we need to click OK. Before that we need to select an empty console one. So there will be different windows in a Visual Studio. There will be different windows. Video will be looking here, and output will be looking here. So we'll see that. We'll see one sample program in the Visual Studio also in the latest slides. What is a XAML? It is a extensible application markup language, or it will call as a XML, and we can pronounce it as even XAML also. Is an XML based markup language developed by Microsoft. This is a Microsoft product which we are going to use. XML is the language behind the visual presentation of an application that we develop in a Visual Studio. We use the XML within the Visual Studio only. HTML is the language behind the visual presentation of a web page. So within this we'll be using like within the behind of XML we'll be using like a HTML. For our visual presentation purpose we'll be using a HTML. So advantages of XML. What the main advantages of using this XML? XML code is a short and clear to read. We can read it very easily, and short will be very code. The short code. Separations of a designer code and logic. The logic will be very clear and easy to design. The separation of a XML and logic allows it to clearly separate the roles of designer and a developer. There will be like a designer will be there and a developer will be there, so we can easily identify and separate the role of designer and the role of developer. So it will be very useful for designing and development purpose and separation purpose. and which is the role of designer and which is the role of developer, we can easily identify and separate it by using a XML. Some basics how the tags looks like and how we can write the code. So we are writing here some code here. We are using one button with a font weight. Will be using a weight as a bold character. We can use the different things also like italic we can use, and we can use even underline things also. And content will be using like a register. We have some foreground color like a text block color, which is the color we are using for our text. We are taking some color like a blue color. If you want to use some other colors, we can use it like a red, pink, different colors, kinds of colors we can use. And we are taking some color text as a colors, and we are closing the text block. And we have a one name. For name we are using a text name, whatever the name we want to give, you can write it here. And horizontal alignment we are giving it as a left side. So when you use it as a left side, so it will be coming under left hand side. If you want to make it as a center, we can make it as a center. That time when you execute this code, it will appear on the center. If the alignment is on the right hand side, that is the horizontal alignment, it will come under right hand side of the thing. And we are using the margins also at the end of the left hand or the right hand side or the top or bottom side. We need to use the margins. So margins we need to mention it. So text wrapping in the sense there will be space available for to write a text, so that will be called as a text wrapping. So we are using a text box here, so that will be text, so that's the reason it will be text box. And we need to give a vertical alignment as a top. It should be display on the top, so it will be giving a top. And we need to add some images also, so that's the reason we need to give some image. So we are giving a image and where the image has been stored, so we need to give the destination as the source of that file where the image has been saved. So we are giving like a source image, and image should display on the left hand side. There is a horizontal element as I said you, so it should be horizontal left hand side. And height should be, we are particularly specifying the height of the image should be 100, and the margin should be some number. And vertical alignment should be top, on the top it should be display. And as we mentioned height as 100, even width we need to mention that as 100. If you write this code in your the Visual Studio or then if you display this, it will be displaying, it should be displaying the left hand side with the image and text area. It will be displaying and width of 100 into 100, that is a height of 100 and width of 100. You can write this code and you can check it. And as I said, we'll be seeing some sample code of C# basics. Before that, I will tell you what is that variables and why we have to use the variables also. So this is a sample program. Within the sample program, just we are writing like what is the how to print a hello world. To print a hello world, we need to have a console. We need to write something. Then we need to read it. Then only that will display. So for that we need to write some information like using a system. This will be like a header lines, like a system.collection.generic and using system. And we need to particularly define on class. We are defining a class program, and we have a static void main. We'll be writing some main function. Within that, just as I said, we need to mention first thing as a we need to write like a print function. So we are writing like a hello world. Then after that we need to read it. So for that reason we are mentioning a console.readline. So whatever we are writing in the hello, that is in the console, it should has to read it. So this hello word, it has to be read by some readline function. So we are reading it. So when you execute it, it will be displaying like a hello word in the console. So we'll see what is the variable. Variable is some name we are reserving for the space. It's like a thing that we have a variable called in a equal to 10. This is a one variable. We are storing this 10 in this variable a. So this is nothing but a variable. So we have different kinds of data types. See here, we have mentioned like a short, int, double. These like a different kinds of data types we have mentioned. When you write a short a, so it is a short a, and it is, this is a integer type, this is a data type, that is an integer, this is a integer b, and this is a double c, and we are initializing the values to this. So we are telling that this short, it holds the variable that is a value of 10. This variable holds the value of 10, and this variable will be storing in b as a 20. And when you add this a, c equal to a plus b, what will be the value of that is a, then b, that will be 30. So that will be stored under this variable c. So we have to write a one console so that it can print. So we are taking like three variables a, b, c. So we are storing like it has to print like a equal to whatever the number we are printing, and b equal to, it will be in the second position, and c equal to in the third position. So this will be like a printing values. So what is the a value? A value is a 10, b value is a 20, and c, what is the c value? This is the addition of a plus b, that is a is a 10 and b is a 20, so it should has to print 30. So then we need to read that line. So output has been shown here. See here, a equal to 10 has a value is a 10, we initialize it, and b value we have already initialized it as a 20. The addition of a plus b, that is addition of a plus b equal to c, that is c. See, this is a c value, that is a 30. Within the Visual Studio, we have a like decision making statements. What is the decision making statements? In the sense, some statement should be there. It should be whether true or false. That will be called as a decision making statement, whether the statement might be true or might be false. Within the decision making statements, we have a four things, like one is a if statement, one is a if else statement, and one more we have a nested statement, and we have a switch statement. So these kind of things will be we will be doing it in a decision making statement. What is this if statement? If some conditions are true, then it will be displaying. If within that particular condition only, whatever will be there, it will be displaying. Otherwise, outside the condition, things will be displaying. And within the if else statement, if some condition is false, and else condition will be displaying. If think that a equal to 10, if a is not equal to 10, the else condition has to display. The a is not the a is not less than 10, then next statement should has to display. Like that, we have a sample code here, like some integer. There we are taking integer as a number. Within that, some console write line, we are mentioning some number. We have to write a particular number within this range. Please enter a number between 0 and 10. So we need to enter a number between 0 and 10. That should be like a number. So in pass, we are converting from string into a integer, or in now. That's the reason we need to read this line. So we are mentioning this, and we are using a one if condition. The number should be greater than 10. Then we need to mention that the number should be 10 or less. It should be 10 or less. Okay. Then else condition should be, the else condition, what should be there? The number should be less than 0. It should be, as we said, it should be between 0 and 10. So one condition should be greater than 10. If the number is greater than 10, then we need to mention one word, and if it is less than 10, then we need to mention this, and otherwise one more else condition will be good job. Okay, whatever the number will be displaying, according to that the output will come here. So we are using already the decision making statement, then why should we have to use the loops? If number of times the repeated things we will be using, if it has to repeat one again and again, then the thing is we need to use the loops. So we have a loop, it will repeat number of times as we use, like we are declaring like int that we are initializing like 0, I equal to 0, and I is less than number, some I plus plus, we are incrementing it. So whatever they are printing, like int is equal to 5, we are telling number. So the first time is takes as a 0, then I is less than 0, yes, I is less, then it will increment it and it will print like 1 0 1 2 3 4. It will be printing like up to 4 times. Then when number equal to 5, it's 5 is less than number, then no, then it will come out of the loop and it will be printing only 0 to 4. We have a universal apps. As I said in the agenda, we have a universal Windows platforms. So what is this universal Windows platforms? So universal Windows platform is a platform homogeneous application architecture created by Microsoft and first introduced in a Windows 10. In the sense, like we will be writing a code for the apps also, and we will be writing a code for mobiles also. So both the things, like writing a code for the app and creating for desktop, it should be both should be unique. That is a universe, it should be universe. So no need of writing once for writing for desktop apps and one for like mobile apps. It should be like, if you write once it should be like similar for both the it should be like mobile also you should work on that, and even the desktop application also has to work on that. That is a universal Windows platform. The purpose of this software platform is to help develop a metro style apps that runs on both Windows 10 and Windows 10 mobile. It has to run on the desktop also, it should has to run on the mobile also, without no need of rewritten the code. No, the waste of, it will be like a waste of time if you are writing for mobiles once and it will be writing for desktop once. If you write once and it will be useful for both the things, means it will be very helpful. That's the reason it has been introduced with a universal Windows platforms, writing once and using it 2 times. So like Skype will be there, we'll be using on it on a mobile also, and it will be using it on a Windows phone also. This is a some universal apps across the Windows devices. That Windows devices is like a desktop will be using, laptops will be using, mobile phones will be using. Both the things will work, like will be work, even we can work it on mobiles also, we can work it on a desktop also. That will say universal apps. The journey to one Windows, like as I said, Windows 10 is the one operating system we'll be using. Like within that, Windows desktop, Windows phones, Xbox, and IoT HoloLens. So one core OS, one app platform, one store. There is only one store will be there. It will be compatible with desktop, phones, Xbox, all the things. Only one Windows. As we have mentioned, one core OS, one platform, one store. So universal Windows platform, that is the one domain. As I said, we have a DreamSpark also. So DreamSpark is a now it has been renamed as a Microsoft Imagine. Microsoft Imagine is a Microsoft program to provide students with software design and development tools at no charge. For students purpose, there is no charge for this. They can use it freely, and they can download the softwares, whichever the softwares they want. If you want to download the Visual Studio, you can download the Visual Studio, and for the student purpose they will be giving a free licensed key, so you can use that licensed key free of cost, and you can use the softwares, whichever the softwares you want. Microsoft DreamSpark gives students softwares and resources to learn, develop, and get a head start in a school or in a further career. If they want to start some technologies like C Sharp, like other Windows technologies, they want to learn Windows Server, SQL Server, these kind of softwares they want to learn, means they can download it directly and they can use it. Even we have a virtual we can have a tutorials also. Within that we can make a use of that, and they can make their career. Some softwares we have mentioned, like some of the free software tools available for download are like Visual Studio Community 2015, we have a SQL Server 2016, Windows Store Development account, even we have a Azure's DreamSpark account. These kind of softwares we can download it by using a DreamSpark. That is a DreamSpark in the sense Microsoft Imagine. See, we can create a student's account. As I say, for students it will be free of cost. We need to create an account for them, so we need to create an account. I will show you how to create an account also. So we need to create a student's account. Within that, it will ask for the student information, the student ID card it will ask. Otherwise, it will ask for the student's school email address. I will show you that by opening that. Can you minimize it? It's not working here. Okay. Yeah. Just we need to type Microsoft Imagine. So within this Microsoft Imagine, if you want to use for the first time, we need to log in also. So we need to log in by using the sign in option. As I already logged in, so it's showing my account Prasanna Pattankar. Otherwise, we need to log in for the first time, means it will ask like a again Outlook account. So we need to log in by using this. So as I said, we have a download options. Within the download option, there will be software catalogs. So which are the services like we have a tools options, softwares, operating systems, training softwares. See here it's showing like a PHP tools for Visual Studio, SQL Server 2014, SQL Server 2016 Enterprise Edition, Visual Studio Code. So these are the softwares we can download it and we can use it for students account. There's a free of cost for the students. I will go to the account. For students, as I said, we need to create the student account. For that, we need to go to the please verify our student status. Just click on this. So how you would like to verify your student status? Say here we will be having options like school email address. If you have a school email address, then we can verify the account. Then we have a school login also option. This option also there, and international student identity card. So all the school will be giving a identity cards. So by using the identity cards, we can make a student account. Otherwise, Microsoft Imagine verification code will be there. By using that also we can do. Otherwise, by uploading a school enrollment documents, when you're doing the admission, they will be giving like the documents, whatever the fees paid by you, such kind of documents also we can upload it and we can do it. Think that just I want to create like an international student identity card. See, will what all the options will come. We need to mention the identity card number and name shown as on the ID card. My name is Prasanna. If I want to create my ID card, just I will write like my ID card numbers. Just I'm writing some sample numbers here, like some identity card number. So my name is on the ID card is like Prasanna Pattankar. The school name has on the ID card, just some name of the school. So just I will write like XYZ. But while writing this, you have to write your school name and just we need to click on submit. So once it has been done, you will get a one serial key that we need to keep it. When you be downloading the software, we need to enter that key. Then the software will be genuine and it will be free of cost from Microsoft. This is how the student account we need to create, and by going the download option here, we can download the softwares free. My school's web store or software catalog. Here we can go and download it. Even we have an option called coding a projects. These are all the things we can do it by using a Microsoft Imagine site. So this is how it's looking like. As I said, like by using an enrollment ID or student email address, college school email address, that we can create the DreamSpark account. So uploading apps to the store, we can submit the apps and we can even make like after submitting the app, if we want to give some price tag for that app, then we can give a price also, and packaging management and payments and reporting. This is how uploading the apps to the store. If you have any questions, you can ask the question so that I can clarify my doubts. If you have any questions, please type it so that I will clarify my doubts. Whatever the questions if you are asking, then I will clarify the doubts. I think no questions from the students, it seems. Hi, Dipali, I have done with my side. Uh, Thank you for joining the webinar. Please subscribe to the Microsoft webinars. We'll see you into the next webinar next Friday.
Thanks, Prasanna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.